Major developments in the cases against Ruben Ebron and Lonna Barton.
Both were in court today to face charges stemming from the disappearance of 2-year-old Lonna Barton. Lonna Barton pleaded guilty to child neglect and lying to police. And
part of that plea agreement means that she may testify against Ruben Ebron in his trial next week. Channel 4's Kamasi Aaron spoke with a woman who helped search for Lonna. More with her in a moment.
First, Channel 4's Scott Johnson joining us live from the courthouse with who wins and who loses in this plea deal. Scott?
Well, Ruben Ebron was in court today, and his defense team was trying to get a lot thrown out of this upcoming trial that cannot be brought up. But one thing they will likely not be able to keep out of court will be his girlfriend, or ex-girlfriend, so to speak, Lonna Barton's testimony. Lonna Barton makes a deal with prosecutors, saying she is waiving her Fifth Amendment right to decline to testify in Ruben Ebron's trial about her knowledge of his actions relating to the care of her son Lonna, as well as his disappearance. This way, she only serves a maximum 5 years in prison, if served consecutively, but perhaps considerably less. Gene Nichols is an attorney not affiliated with the case who says this is a win for Barton.
There's no question both win on this one. Lonna wins on this one because now the potential of her punishment is so much less. If she testifies truthfully in trial, then she can expect the state attorney's office not to come down hard on her at a sentencing hearing. So she wins. The state attorney's office wins at the same time, because before we had speculation, we had thoughts, we had potential testimony. Now we're going to have actual testimony from a witness who was involved, who is going to be able to give more of a first-hand account as to potentially what crimes he committed.
As far as Ebron's hearing, we learned a lot. They discussed whether Lonna's young sister can testify. The guardian ad litem for the little girl says it would not be in her best interest. There will also be a hearing tomorrow to determine multiple things they brought up. Ebron's lawyers, the judge will allow DNA evidence to be brought up if it can be tied to child neglect charges against Ebron. And now we've also learned the defense team is asked to suppress any information taken from Ebron's cell phone, claiming it was taken illegally. That issue will also be discussed in court tomorrow. We're live at the Duval County Courthouse. Scott Johnson, Channel 4, the local station.
Scott, many in our area spent hours searching Duval County for Lonna Barton in the days after he disappeared. Now, many of those people say they're surprised by this latest turn in the case.
Channel 4's Kamasi Aaron spoke with a woman who helped search for the child. Kamasi, what is she saying about Barton's plea?
Well, she told me that she believes this is just too little, too late. She was hoping that Barton could have said the words that she's expected to say on the stand when Lonna first went missing.
I am happy that we may get an answer. It's just 6 months too late.
Tiffany Haynes says it was bittersweet to see Lonna Barton pleaded guilty in court this morning. She's been watching the Lonna Barton case closely, even months after she and others stopped searching Duval County for him. The move means Barton has to tell the truth if called as a witness in the trial of her then-boyfriend, Ruben Ebron. This mom of 2 toddlers wonders how the search would have been different if Lonna had told the truth earlier.
We could have found this little boy. We could have found him 6 months ago alive. We could have found a body at this point, honestly.
That's been one of the hardest things for this mom to deal with, especially when her son asks about the missing toddler.
It's so hard to watch my little boy. Every time Lonna comes on that news screen, there's baby Lonna. When can I play with him? And it's so hard to explain to a 4-year-old that you'll never get that chance, because I don't want to break his heart.
Now, Haynes says it's about getting to the truth.
I've always wondered the truth. It will be finally nice to have some closure. That's all I've wanted this whole time, is closure to this little boy.
Well, today I reached out to the family of Lonna Barton's husband, Chris Barton. They told me they didn't want to make a comment right now. Lonna's family also did not want to make a comment at this time either. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Kamasi. And we have much more on today's dramatic developments. Coming up in the next half hour, Ruben Ebron's parents speak only to News4Jax what they have to say about Lonna Barton's plea agreement that has her possibly testifying against their son. Ebron's defense team will be back in court tomorrow, so the judge can consider new motions just submitted today. One of them, we're told, involves competency on a possible witness, Lonna Barton's 5-year-old sister.